General Hospital spoilers reveal that Willow is facing a disaster she never imagined she would experience, and it's making everything crazier than ever. What she once trusted, what she once thought was true, is now crumbling before her eyes. Her relationship with Michael has been fractured, but now, it's not just about emotional distance. The secret about Sasha's baby, Drew's betrayal, and most importantly, the unexpected connection between Drew and Nina, everything is pushing Willow into a dangerous spiral that she can't control. She once thought she could find a new path with Drew, but now, she realizes it was just a bitter mistake. Drew is not the man she thought he was, and the worst part is, he's been lying to her while she still believed he was trustworthy. But what makes everything even worse is Nina, someone Willow had tried to build a new relationship with, is also part of this betrayal. This is making everything increasingly complicated. Willow doesn't just feel betrayed by Drew, but she also feels like Nina never truly changed. She tried to forgive, tried to open her heart, tried to give Nina a chance to be part of her life. But now, everything is exploding in a way no one could have anticipated. The fragile relationship between Willow and Nina might be completely destroyed, and this time, there may be no chance to mend it. But this isn't just an issue between Willow, Drew, and Nina, it's also about her future. When Michael finds out the truth about Sasha's baby, will he be able to accept another chance with Willow? Can Willow fix her mistakes, or has she gone too far to turn back? As everything becomes more chaotic than ever, she realizes that she's not just losing a man, she might lose the family she tried to build. With everything happening, one thing is certain, Willow's story is no longer following a familiar path. Everything is changing, and no one can predict where she will go. But the most important thing is, this time, she can't pretend everything is okay. She must face the truth, no matter how painful it may be. Willow never imagined she would get caught in such a dangerous and treacherous plot. She spent so much time trying to trust Nina, trying to overlook past mistakes to build a real mother-daughter relationship. But all of that is cruelly collapsing as she discovers the horrific truth. Nina isn't just hiding something, she's also conspiring with Curtis in a plan that could completely ruin Drew's life. The disconnected clues in Willow's mind are starting to connect in a way she never expected. She had always felt something was off about Nina, those moments when Nina seemed overly concerned about matters that didn't involve her, and Curtis appearing suspiciously in their conversations. But only when she digs into the truth herself does she realize that Nina and Curtis have been plotting to destroy Drew, and perhaps, it's been happening right under her nose without her knowing. Shock and horror fill Willow's mind. She had trusted a different version of Nina, one trying to right her wrongs, a woman who truly wanted to be part of her life. But now, she sees it was all a perfect act that Nina created to hide her true self. Worse still, Curtis, whom she once thought was an upright man, is part of this plan. But why? What do they want? Willow can't understand why they would want to ruin Drew to this extent. Anger and obsession build to a peak within Willow. She feels betrayed in a way she's never experienced before. She's spent so much time trying to forget the pain Nina caused, trying to convince herself Nina could change. But now, she just feels more foolish than ever. If Nina truly loved her, she wouldn't do this. If Nina truly wanted to make amends, she wouldn't keep hiding, wouldn't keep covering up her cruel actions. But Willow knows she can't let her emotions control her for too long. This isn't the time to break down or panic. This is the time to act. She can't let Nina and Curtis keep controlling everything in the shadows. She needs to find evidence, needs to bring everything to light. But she also understands that if she doesn't act carefully, she could become their next target. If they can do this to Drew, there's no guarantee they won't do the same to her. The more she thinks, the more Willow realizes she can't fight this alone. But who can she trust? Michael might be an option, but he's in recovery, and she doesn't want to shock him any further. Sasha might help, but she's struggling with her own issues. And Carly? Perhaps Carly is the only one who can truly understand the seriousness of this situation. But is Willow really ready to bring Carly into it? This story isn't just about Nina's betrayal or Curtis's schemes, it's also about Willow's future. She can't turn her back on the truth, can't pretend everything is still okay. As events continue to explode at breakneck speed, she knows she has to make a decision. Will she have the courage to confront Nina and Curtis, or will she remain silent to protect herself? But one thing is certain, this time, Willow will not let anyone control her life anymore. This explosion might be the biggest turning point in her life, and when it's over, no one can predict who she'll become. Will she still be the gentle Willow, always trying to see the good in everyone? Or will she become someone else, stronger, ready to fight to protect herself from those who have hurt her? One thing's for sure, Nina and Curtis won't be able to hide the truth forever. Willow will find a way to bring everything to light, and when that happens, the storm she creates might sweep away everything they've tried to build. Willow was never one to manipulate or control situations, but this time, everything has changed. She's no longer the gentle woman who just watches everything around her happen without reacting. After everything that's happened, the betrayal, the lies, and the shock Nina and Drew have caused, Willow realizes she can't stay passive any longer. If she wants to take back control of her life, she needs to be the one who shapes the story, the one who steers everything in the direction she wants. When Willow uncovers the truth about Nina and Curtis, she realizes that this isn't just about emotional betrayal or trust. It's a calculated conspiracy, a plan that could have already caused Drew to pay the price. And if she does nothing, who knows who the next victim will be? Willow feels a blaze of anger rise within her, not pain or weakness, but a powerful feeling that she needs to take back justice in her own way. Drew is no longer the man she trusted. He's betrayed not only Michael but also her. He used sweet words to manipulate her, making her believe they could have a future together, while he was really just protecting his own interests. As for Nina, she tried to forgive her, tried to build a true mother-daughter bond, but this time, there's no more chance. Nina has proven she'll never change, that she always puts herself above everything else. But Willow isn't going to act the traditional way. She's not the type to rush into a direct confrontation, but that doesn't mean she can't control the situation. She knows that to defeat both Nina and Drew, she has to do it in a way they never saw coming. She begins to build a plan, one that will cause them to fall apart without her directly intervening. Willow gathers information, noting every little detail about their actions. She knows Drew has secrets he doesn't want anyone to know, and Nina has weaknesses she's trying to hide. She starts subtly spreading rumors, making those around them begin to question things. She doesn't need to say the truth, just plant the seeds of doubt, let others discover what she already knows. The deeper she gets into her plan, the more Willow realizes she no longer feels guilty or hesitant. Before, she always tried to keep herself in a safe zone, avoiding conflicts and actions that could go too far. But now, she's not afraid anymore. She's been pushed to the limit, and if Drew and Nina think they can control her life, they will soon realize they've made a huge mistake. But as Willow gets deeper into this game, another question arises: am I becoming exactly what I once despised? Am I turning into someone willing to manipulate others to achieve my goals? But then she realizes, it doesn't matter anymore. This isn't about morals or right and wrong, this is about taking back control, about not allowing herself to be a victim ever again. The story now isn't just about Nina or Drew, it's also about Willow. She's changing, stepping into a path no one can predict how far she will go. As the truth starts to come out, as Drew and Nina begin to feel the pressure of their secrets being exposed, Willow is no longer a vulnerable woman. She's becoming a dangerous force in her own way, and this time, she won't stop until she fully controls her own story. Willow was never one to plot or scheme, but after everything that's happened, she realizes she has no choice but to take back control. When she discovers Nina and Drew's plot, she understands that they've not only betrayed her emotionally but have manipulated and used her in ways she never imagined. But this time, Willow is not the victim. This time, she will act first. She doesn't just want to expose them, she wants to defeat them completely. And the only way to do that is to take everything they have. Willow begins her plan slowly but surely. She doesn't want to rush into action because if there's one thing she's learned from people like Nina and Drew, it's that true power doesn't come from direct confrontations, but from controlling everything in the shadows. The first step is to completely destroy Nina's position in the business world. As Nina's legitimate daughter and someone with significant influence in Port Charles's elite society due to her ties with the Quartermaines, Willow starts spreading rumors about Nina's inability to manage Crimson. She quietly partners with shareholders, convincing them that Nina is making the wrong decisions, that she's no longer fit to run the magazine. Small articles, indirect interviews start to appear in the media, sowing doubt about Nina's leadership. Next, Willow targets Drew. He used to play the role of a trustworthy man, but now, she knows his true face. Willow exploits Drew's secrets that she's gathered, dubious investments, shady business dealings, and most importantly, his relationship with Nina. As these revelations come to light, Drew loses not only the trust of the financial world but also his standing in the Quartermaine family. But the most interesting part of Willow's plan is using the law to claim all of their assets. She starts contacting lawyers, searching for legal loopholes to prove that she has the rightful inheritance from Nina, not just as her daughter, but as someone Nina has deceived throughout her life. She uses documents Carly holds to show that Nina caused her significant emotional and financial damage, from hiding her true identity to her shady actions behind her back. As the lawsuit begins to take shape, Willow is unwavering. She knows Nina and Drew won't back down, they'll try to fight her, maybe try to win her over, or even threaten her. But that no longer matters. She's ready to face everything because this time, she's no longer a weak girl, no longer someone easily hurt. Willow doesn't just want to expose the truth, she wants to completely destroy the two people who've wrecked her life. She wants Nina to lose everything, have nothing to hold on to, nothing to cling to. She wants Drew to beg for a chance, only to realize she'll never forgive him. And when everything collapses, Willow will be standing at the top, not because she wants to be cruel, but because this is the price they have to pay. She is no longer the gentle Willow of the past, she is the one who holds power, the one who will rewrite the story in her own way. Willow's explosion in the plot is no longer just a personal battle, it's the rise of a new force, someone who's no longer afraid of anyone. And when the storm passes, Port Charles will never be the same again.